Hello everyone, this is Al, Red Sox fan. Hope all is well on this Wednesday evening, and we're back at you with our Strat-O-Matic 1968 one and done tournament, and this will be the 16th seed Houston Astros, led by Rusty Staub. They won their play-in game. Will now face the number 1 seed Detroit Tigers and Denny McLain. So let's get the first pitch started. Or read the lineups and play ball here in Detroit at Tiger Stadium. Also, a shout out to a good friend of the channel, Dog Sidious. All things Star Wars on his channel. Link provided in the chat. Once again, Dog Sidious, good friend of the channel for a long time. He started a new station, All Things Star Wars. Thank you very much. All right, so let's get to the lineups and play ball. Once again, we have the number 1 seeded Detroit Tigers, led by Denny McLain, taking on the 16th seed, the Houston Astros, led by Rusty Staub. The Astros had to play their way in, as did 4 other teams. Our next matchup will be St. Louis versus the Washington Senators, and that will be a 2-15 matchup. But this one is the number 1 seed Tigers versus the number 16th seeded Astros. All right, for the starting lineup for the Houston Astros of 1968 in our one and done tournament, Norm Miller leading off, playing right field. He batted .237, 6 home runs, 28 ribbies. I will be playing as the Astros. The computer will control the Tigers. Batting second at third base, Doug Rader, .267, 6 home runs, 43 runners knocked in. Batting third, the first baseman, Rusty Staub. Before he was La Grande à l'Orange, he played for the Houston Astros. .291, 6 home runs, 72 runners knocked in. Batting fourth, playing center field, Jim Wynn. .269, 26 round trippers, 67 RBI. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Dennis Menke. .249, 6 home runs, 56 ribbies. Batting sixth, Batting sixth, doing the catching, John Bateman. .249, 4 home runs, 33 runners driven in. Batting seventh in left field, Bob Aspermante, .225, 1 home run, drove in 46 base runners. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Hector Torres, .223, 1 home run, 24 RBI. And batting ninth on the hill, Mike Cuellar. They'll be facing Denny McLain. And Dog Sidious is in the chat. How are you, my friend? He says, hey, Al, thanks, my friend, anytime. Remember, for all your Star Wars needs, and you can never have too many Star Wars needs, check out Dog Sidious, link provided in the chat, and he will also be one of my featured channels on my pages. It's not up yet. I have to adjust my featured channel. So, that's Dog Sidious. Good friend of the channel for a very long time. All right, so on the mound for the Detroit Tigers, Denny McLain. And as you know, if you've been following my Denny McLain Bob Gibson challenge, as they take on the best teams of 2017, Denny McLain in 68, the year of the pitcher, 31 wins, 6 losses, an earned run average 1.96. He did give up 31 gopher balls while striking out 280 and walking 63. Behind the plate is Freehand. K-Line's at first. McCullough is at second. Oilers at short. Wirt is at third. Horton is in left with a -2 arm. Not much range. Stanley is in center with a -2 arm. And Northrup is in right with a -1 arm. And the ball game will be on its way. Make sure I have the options set up correctly. dice mode. That is correct. And manually, that is correct. All right. We're ready to rock and roll. Leading off for the Houston Astros, once again, Norm Miller. The windup and the pitch for McLean. And the pitch is a 5-12 to Miller. 5-12 to Norm Miller off the McLean card. And that'll be a ground ball to Al Kaline. Will he make the play? That's a 1. So he will not make the play. Error check. 15. Ground ball. Kaline makes a diving attempt. It goes off his glove. And it will be a base hit and an error, a tough error charge to Al Kaline. As Miller winds up at second. That is a tough error to give to Kaline, but Miller did advance. As Kaline made the diving attempt, ball went off his glove, and Miller advanced to second. So that'll bring up Doug Rader. Rader, right-handed batting third baseman. He had 6 home runs in 68. He's looking for the 1-4 column. He is a D bunter. Freehand sets the target, the windup, and the pitch from McLean to Rader, and that is a 2-11. 2-11 off the Rader card. 2-11. And that'll be a ground ball to work at third. He comes charging in, fires to Kaline for the out. Miller stays put. He does not advance. So 1 out. Miller's at second. And here's Rusty Staub. Before he was La Grande a l'Orange, he played for Houston. Staub, 291 with 6 homers. Staub looking for the 1-4 column. A chance to give Houston the lead here in Detroit against Denny McLean. McLean picks up the sign, the windup, and the pitch to Staub. And it is a 5-10 to Rusty. 5-10 off the Kaline, off the McLean card. 5-10. Strike 3 looking. Freezes him with the off-speed pitch. So Miller is still at second, and now there's 2 outs for Jim Wynn, the center fielder. He had 26 home runs in 68. Chance to put the Astros out on top. Miller will be off on contact. Freehand wiggles the fingers. McLean rocks and delivers to Wynn. And Wynn receives a 5-4. 5-4 off the Denny McLean card. 5-4. This will be a ground ball to Dick Wirt. And that is a 19. Wirt will get to the ball. Will he make the throw? That's the question now. And that will be an 11. So Wirt will throw to Kaline, and the inning will be over. Miller will be stranded at second. We go to the bottom of the first, no score. Due up for the Tigers, and we'll go through their whole lineup, but the first 3, McCullough, Stanley, and Horton. Dick McCullough, 249, 16 home runs, 56 runners knocked in. Second base, leading off. Batting second, the center fielder, Mickey Stanley, 259, 11 home runs, 60 runners driven in. Batting third, the left fielder, Willie Horton, 285, 36 home runs, 85 ribbies. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Al Kaline, 287, 10 round trippers, 52 runners knocked in. Batting fifth, doing the catching, Bill Freehand, 263, 25 home runs, 84 RBI. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Jim Northrup, 264, 21 round trippers, 90 runners driven in. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Dick Wirt, batted 200, 12 home runs, 37 RBI. Batting eighth, the weak-hitting shortstop, Ray Euler, 135, 1 home run, and only 12 runners driven in. Batting ninth on the mound, Denny McLain. All right, so McCullough is at bat. Behind the plate for the Astros is Bateman. He has a neutral arm of 0. On the mound, before he became a Baltimore Oriole, Mike Cuellar, 8 wins, 11 losses, but a very good ERA of a 2.74. He had 1 save in 24 starts, struck out 133, walked 45, gave up 8 gopher balls. Again, Bateman behind the plate with a 0 neutral arm. Staub at first, Menke's at second, Torres is at short, Raiders at third. Aspermante's in left with a +2 arm. That's not very good. Wynn is in center, he has a -1 arm. And Miller is in right with a -1 arm. So here's Dick McCullough to lead things off. He's a C bunter. But the Astros will play their infield at normal. He's looking for the 2-6 column. Cuellar picks up the sign from Bateman. Here's the pitch to McCullough. And that is a 1-8 to Dick McCullough. 1-8. I'll be off the McCullough card. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 away. Setting him up beautifully with the off-speed pitch, then blows the fastball by him. So that'll bring up Mickey Stanley. Stanley's a B bunter. We'll play our corners in. Raider in at third, Staub in at first. Stanley looking for the 1-6 column. Bateman sets the target. Here's the pitch to Stanley from Cuellar. And it is a 3-6. 3-6 off the Stanley card. 3-6. And Stanley will single to left. So a 1-out single for Stanley, 1 through 15 base runner. 40% chance of stealing second. That'll bring up Willie Horton. Horton had 36 home runs in 68 the year of the pitcher. Stanley staying put. Here's the pitch to Horton, who's looking for the 3-2 column. And Horton picks up a 111. A 111 to Willie Horton. And that will be a little number, it looks like, in front of the plate. And that's an 11. Let's see if Bateman can make the play. And it is not an 11. I mean, not a number in front of the plate. That's a line drive to left, as I read that wrong off the card. And Stanley's going to try to go first to third. He's got a 70% chance of being safe. 1 out. We're going to throw to the cutoff man and keep Horton at first to keep the double play in order. So Stanley advances to third. Horton is at first, double play in order for Al Kaline. Kaline looking for the 2-1 column. Cuellar's ready. The windup and the pitch to Kaline, and it is a 2-8. 2-8, so this is good for Kaline. It's the right column at least. 2-8. And Kaline works a walk. Bases loaded. 1 out. Clinton Parks joined us in the chat. How are you, my friend? No helmets today. No helmets. Not today. I don't know. I don't think you can see them too well on the video when I look at it. At least on the small screen you can't. And even on the big computer screen, they don't come up well. So I'll take a second look at it. I'm going to try it without helmets. So base is loaded, and here comes the catcher, Bill Freehan. Freehan had 25 home runs, batting .263 in 68 the year of the pitcher. No place to put Freehan. He's looking for the 2-6 column. Corners are playing in to protect against the squeeze. The windup and the pitch from Cuellar trying to induce the double play ball. It is a 5-6. 5-6 to Freehan off the Cuellar card. 5-6. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Big strikeout there for Cuellar. So 2 outs, bases loaded, and here's Jim Northrup. Northrup batted .250 with 21 home runs in 68, looking for the 1-6 column. Left-handed batter facing the left-handed throwing Cuellar. Cuellar's ready. Bateman sets the target. Here's the pitch to Northrup. And it is a 4-11 off the Cuellar card. 4-11. Runners will be off on contact. And that's a ground ball to Menke. He throws the stop, side retired. So Cuellar does his magician act and gets out of a bases loaded 1-out jam. We go to the top of the second, scoreless. Due up for the Astros, Menke, Bateman, and Aspermonte. Dennis Menke's a B bunter. He batted .249. Looks like they have their infield in normal depth. He's going to try to lay one down to get a bunt base hit. Running's at 12, infield's back. Here comes the attempt at the drag bunt. He puts it down. Freehand fields the ball, fires the K-line at first, and they just get Menke for out number 1. Didn't get it far enough away from Freehand. And now I'll bring up the catcher, John Bateman. Bateman, .249 with 4 home runs. He's looking for the 3-4 column. Righty-righty matchup. McLean picks up the sign from Freehand. Here's the pitch to Bateman. And that is a 4-11. 4-11. One of column of choice for Bateman. 4-11. Will it produce fruit? That's a 4. Bateman will get a good swing on it. It's a hard hit ball down to third. Wirt comes up with it and throws the K-line for the out. Nice backhanded play by Wirt. So 2 outs, base is empty. And here's Bob Aspermonte. Aspermonte playing left field. Right-handed batter. He awaits the Denny McLean offering. Aspermonte is looking for the 4-2 column. Here's the pitch from McLean, and it is a 3-6. Threes are wild. 3-6. Can Aspermonte extend the inning? Hard hit ball back to McLean. He throws the K-line, side retired. We go to the bottom of the second. Scoreless here in Detroit. Due up for the 68 Tigers, Wirt, Euler, and Denny McLean. Herb Pilgrim's joined us in the chat. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. And Dog Sidious is a good friend of the channel, Clinton. And Herb, big Star Wars fan, amongst other things. Dog Sidious is a huge sports fan, big Ohio State Buckeye and Cleveland Browns fan. We feel your pain, Dog Sidious. How does Dog Sidious feel about the Cleveland Browns? All right, Dick Wirt steps to the plate. A bunter. We're playing our infield normal. He's an A bunter. I think we'll stick with that. Bateman wiggles the finger, sets the target, the windup and the pitch from Cuellar to Wirt. And Wirt receives a 6-8. 6-8 for Dick Wirt. 6-8. And Cuellar walks Wirt, leadoff runner on. 1 through 12 base runners. Corners move in as Euler is a very weak hitting shortstop. He only batted .135, but he is an A bunter. Cuellar would love to get a strikeout here. McLean's on deck. He's actually, I would think McLean's a better hitter than Euler, the shortstop. Cuellar peeks to first, now looks in at Bateman. Here's the pitch. He's not bunting. And it is a 3-7 to Euler. 3-7 off the Euler card. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Blew the fastball by him. So 1 out, 1 on. Corners again stay in for Denny McLean. Right-handed batting pitcher. Will face his counterpart, Cuellar, on the mound. Here's the pitch. McLean tries to put the bunt down. He does. He bunts it to the third baseman radar. And he throws to Staub at first. So 2 outs. Wirt's in scoring position now for the top of the order. Dick McCullough, he's 0 for 1. Cuellar peeks over his shoulder. Looks back in at the plate. The windup, the pitch to McCullough. And Cuellar deals McCullough a 3-8. 3-8 to Dick McCullough It's on the McCullough card, but not a column of choice. 3-8. And that will be a fly ball out to Miller in right. He's there. He squeezes his glove. Side retired. Runner stranded at second. We go to the top of the third. Still scoreless here in Detroit in this 1968 one-and-done playoff tournament. The Tigers are the 1 seed. The Astros the 16 seed. They won their play-in game. McLean will face Torres, Cuellar in the top of the order, Norm Miller. Torres looking for the 3-4 column. The windup and the pitch from Denny McLean. And Torres has a 1-8 off the Torres card, 1-8. And that's a ground ball. Right back to McLean. He flips the K-line, 1 down. Here comes Mike Cuellar, left-handed pitcher, also bats lefty. McLean works quickly to Cuellar, and he deals him a 6-7. And Cuellar's jammed. That's a pop out to K-line at first. So 2 outs, no one on. Top of the order for Norm Miller. Miller is 1 for 1. He had a single on the diving attempt by K-line, but then the ball trickled off his glove. They gave him a tough error as Miller continued on to second. Miller would like to continue the inning now. Freehand sets the target. Here's the pitch to Miller. And McLean deals Miller a 5-7 to Norm Miller. Strike 3, looking side retired. Couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball. Bottom of the third, still scoreless here in Detroit. Due up for the Tigers, Stanley, Horton, and K-line to face Mike Cuellar. Stanley's 1 for 1. Here's the pitch from Cuellar to Stanley. And that is a 5-5. 5-5 off the Cuellar card. And that will be strike 3 looking. 1 down. Willie Horton steps to the plate. He is 1 for 1. Horton would love to send one out of the stadium. Horton ready to grip and rip. Bateman flashes the signs. Cuellar kicks and fires. Here's the pitch to Willie Horton, and that is a 6-4 off the Cuellar card. And that will be a fly ball out to right. Miller going towards the line a bit, coming in, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Al Kaline steps to the plate. Tiger first baseman walked his first time up. 2 outs, no one on. Here's the pitch to Kaline. And Kaline has a 5-6. Again, off the Cuellar card, 5-6. Astros looking for a 1-2-3 inning. And they'll get it, as that is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Top of the fourth, still scoreless in this pitcher's duel in Detroit. Due up for the Astros, Doug Rader, then Rusty Staub and Jim Wynn. Heart of their order. Doug Rader's 0 for 1. McLean's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Rader. And that is a 3-11. 3-11 off the Rader card. And that's a ball. Hit the K-line at first. He has it. Races to the bag. Steps on it for out number 1. 1 out. No one on. Top of the fourth. Here comes Rusty Staub. Staub is 0 for 1. Looking for the 1-4 column. The windup and the pitch to Rusty. And K-line deals Staub a 5-8. 5-8 to Rusty Staub off the... I keep saying K-line. The McLean. Off the McLean card. 5-8. Ground ball to Dick McCullough. And that is a 6. So we don't know if McCullough will make the play. Will he get to it? We'll find out. And the error check is a 7. No error. But does McCullough make the play? Hard hit ball towards the middle. McCullough dives from his knees. He throws. K-Line scoops it out of the dirt. Out number 2. McCullough robs Rusty Staub of a base hit. So 2 outs, base is empty, and Jim Wynn steps to the plate. He is 0 for 1. The windup and the pitch from Denny McLain to Jim Wynn, and it's a 5-7. And that is off the McLain card. 5-7. Strike 3, looking side, retired. Denny McLain rocking and rolling as he comes bounding off the mound back to the dugout. Going back out to the hill for the Astros, Mike Cuellar. He will face Freehand, Northrup, and Wirt. And let's go to the chat real quick where we have Herb Pilgrim, Dog Sidious, and Clinton Parks. Clinton Parks says, I think so. I'm a fan of Navy, though. I follow FSU. Herb Pilgrim, Alabama lost Bear around that same time, didn't they? Dog Sidious, before that, says Oklahoma, great program. Fight at the Dodger game. I missed that, Clinton. I have the game on. Oh, tell me what happened at the fight on the Dodger game. I didn't hear that there was I have the game on to the left of me. All right, so here's Freehand. Freehand's 0 for 1. Cuellar deals to Freehand, and that is a 2-6 to Freehand, and it's a good column for Freehand. Will it produce fruit, though? 2-6. It's going to produce something, and that's a 2. How do you do? As Freehand's going to drive this ball to center field. Jim Wynn racing back, leaping. He won't get to it. It's off the wall, and Freehand cruises in to second base with a leadoff double. So Freehand's in scoring position, no outs, and here comes Jim Northrup. Northrup's 0 for 1. Northrup at worst wants to hit the ball to the right side. Cuellar looks over his shoulder. Freehand, a 1-12 base runner. Now he looks in at Bateman. Gets the sign. Bateman sets the target. Here's the pitch to Northrup, and it is a 6-6 to Northrup. Route 66 to Jim Northrup. And Northrup will strike this ball well. And that's a 17. And that's going to be a single. So back-to-back hits could produce a run here. Single to right. Miller has a -1 arm. They're going to send Freehand 1-12. He is safe. 13 and more. He is out. We're going to throw for the runner. We're going to let the ball go through. Here's the throw from Miller to the plate to Bateman. Will they nail Freehand? No, they will not. It is a 2, so he scores easily. The throw is up the line. And the Tigers lead 1-0. Northrup advances to second with no outs. Big insurance run there. Dick Wirt steps to the plate, corners in. Wirt is 0 for 1. Actually, he does not have an official at bat. He walked his first time up, though we think he's going to be bunting here. He's swinging away. Here's the pitch to Wirt from Cuellar, and Cuellar deals Wirt a 4-5 off the Cuellar card, 4-5. And that's a fly ball out to Jim Wynn in center. Backs up a bit, now comes forward, gets himself ready, and he throws towards third base after making the catch. And it is cut off by Torres. Northrup does not go, so 1 out. Northrup at second, and an even weaker hitting shortstop, Ray Euler, steps to the plate. Infield's normal. On deck is Denny McLain. Here's the pitch to Euler. He's swinging away, and he gets a 3-7. It's off the Euler card. 3-7. 1 out, Northrop at second. And the only thing Euler makes contact with is the air. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Cuellar. And that is number 6 for Cuellar. And Denny McLain steps to the plate. 2 outs. Northrop will be off on contact. 1-0 lead here for Detroit. Leadoff double, then the single by Northrop knocked in. Freehand from second. Can McLain help his own cause? Here's the pitch to Denny McLain. And McLain gets a 3-6. 3-6 to Denny McLain. 3-6. Northrop will be off on contact. And that's a hard hit ball to short. Torres is up with it. He throws the stop. Side retired, but Detroit gets 1. We go to the top of the 5th. Detroit 1, Houston 0. Due up for the Astros, Menke, Bateman, and Aspermonte. Let's go to the chat quickly. Clinton Park says, my brother ran the A school before he retired. Dog Sidious says, I was BT3 when I left. Just did my 4 years. So they're talking about their military service. Excellent. Always thank you for your service, gentlemen. Greatly appreciate it. Here's Dennis Minke. Minke's 0 for 1. B. Bunter, but he's up there to grip and rip. The windup and the pitch for McLain. And it is a 2-5 to Minke, and this is a column of choice for Dennis Minke. 2-5. Will he get through against Denny McLain? He will. It's a walk. Tying run at first. Brings up John Bateman, the catcher. He is 0 for 1. He is a C bunter. Corners again play in. On deck is Aspermonte. And then Torres, not really strong hitters. Menke, 65% chance of stealing. Bateman, a C hit and run. We might try the hit and run here. 25% chance of actually making contact with the ball. We're going to say yes. We're putting the hit and run on. Okay, so now I got to roll. I need a 4, 5, or 6 to get the hit and run. It's a 1, so no hit and run. Cancel. Just swing away now. And that is a 2-12. This is off the Bateman card. 2-12. Ah, fudge, that don't count. That was a 1. That was a 1. This play does not count. Not a double play. It's a 2-12. I clicked too fast. Yes. So it is a 2-12. Here we go. That's going to be a ground ball to second base. The only plays to first, 1 down, and Menke advances to second. So McCullough had to make a diving stop to the hole. Got the sure out at first. So 1 out, tying run at second for Bob Aspermonte. He is 0 for 1, the right-handed batting left fielder. Menke takes the lead. The windup and the pitch for McLain. Aspermonte gets a 1-7 to Bob Aspermonte. It's off his column, but not a column of choice. Off his card. And it's a good choice for Denny McLain because that is strike 3 looking. So 2 outs. Menke will be off on contact as Hector Torres steps to the plate. And that was Denny McLain's 4th strikeout. Torres is 0 for 1. Very weak hitter, 181. We really don't have anyone better on the bench. Lee Thomas. 194. Adlish. 183. Davis, 203. Gauthier, 248. Do I have anyone else who can play short? That's the next question. No, I don't. Can my second baseman play short? Yes, he can. So do I roll the dice here in the top of the fifth with 2 outs and a tying run at second, and do I go to Gautier? Even though he hits left, he's better. I think we will. Gautier's grabbed the bat. Torres is called back, and with 2 outs, Gautier will pinch hit. And here's Julio Gautier. Gautier batted .248, 1 home run, 11 ribbies. Chance to tie the ball game up here in Detroit. 2 outs. Menke will be off on contact. The windup and the pitch to Gautier. Will it be a good thing or a bad thing? We shall see. It is a 5-6, 5-6 off the Denny McLain card. 5-6. And it's a good thing for Denny McLain. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Side retired. And we'll have to replace our second baseman. Will move to short. So Menke will move to short. And now the question is, who goes to second? All right. Strat-O-Matic, I think, can play second. Wow. He can play short. Strat-O-Matic can play short. So Strat-O-Matic will go to short. And he's awful. But he'll go to short. And Menke will stay at second. Oh, God. The clicking and dragging is not working well. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right. We're still missing a position. Short, second. Oh, we need a left fielder, I believe. Right center. All right, who's going to go play left? Herrera can play left. 225. Watson can play left. 229. The Bull. +2 arm. Herrera's a 0 arm. Thomas, 0 arm. Adlish, +2. He's a catcher, though. Watson, 229. Herrera, 240. And Herrera will go out to play. Will be reconnected. And OBS has reconnected. That's awesome. All right, we got everything set here. Cuellar's back on the mound. Let's go to the chat quickly. Now they're talking bowling, Clinton Parks and Dog Sidious. If Herb Pilgrim's still in the chat, what's your update on your 25 favorite Red Sox by position? Can you give us a sneak peek? All right, here's Dick McCullough. He's 0 for 2, the windup and the pitch to Cuellar. Bottom of the fifth, 1-0 Tigers. And that is a 6-5 to McCullough. 6-5 off the Cuellar card. And this ball is driven well. And that's an 11. And that ball is going to gap Wynn and Miller. Bounce off the wall, take a hop away from Wynn. And McCullough goes flying into third. So a leadoff triple by McCullough. And I'll bring up Mike Stanley. Infield in. They need to cut the run out at the plate. Stanley's 1 for 2. He's also struck out once. Cuellar is looking for a pop-out, strikeout. Ball hit at the infielder. Stanley ready to grip and rip. Cuellar deals to Stanley. And that is a 6-3 off the Mike Cuellar card. 6-3. And this is a Stanley column. 6-3. And Stanley has a chance here for a hit. He needs a low roll. He will not get it. That is a 19. 19 to Stanley. And And that ball is a pop-out to Strat-O-Matic at short. Had to go back on the dirt from the grass. He makes the catch, one away, and here's Willie Horton. Infield still in for Willie. On deck is Al Kaline. Horton's 1 for 2. Cuellar ready to work. He deals to Horton, and it is a 1-6 to Willie Horton. 1-6 off the Horton card. Not a column of choice, though. 1-6. And Cuellar gets what he wanted. A swing and a miss, strike 3. So there's 2 outs now, and McCullough is still at third. Cuellar trying to keep it a 1-run deficit here, and Al Kaline steps to play. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. On deck is Freehand. Cuellar asks for a new baseball. Bateman gets it from the man in blue. He lobs it out to his pitcher. Cuellar rubs up the baseball, puts it in the glove, back up on the hill. He toes the rubber, looks in, nods his head. The windup, the pitch, 2 outs. Here it is to Kaline, and it is a 6-4 to Al Kaline. Can Cuellar get out of this jam? 6-4. McCullough at third, 2 outs. And that's a fly ball lifted out to right. Miller coming in. He squeezes the glove and side retired. Cuellar pitches around a leadoff triple. We go to the top of the 6th, 1-0 Detroit. Cuellar to lead it off. We'll keep him in the game. He's pitching marvelously. And then the top of the order, Miller and Doug Rader. Here's the pitch from McLean to his counterpart, Mike Cuellar. And that is a 5-2 to Mike Cuellar off the Denny McLean card. And that's a ground ball to Dick McCullough. He's looking for a 1 or a 2 on this roll. He won't get it. That's an 18. McCullough cleanly fields the ball. And now can he make the good throw? And the error check is an 11. And so McCullough will throw Cuellar out at first, 1 down. Herb Pilgrim says, I ran into an issue with myself. I'm picking the greatest players or favorite players. Went with favorites, and now I have to cut back from 38 to get to 25. All right. You can tell us if you have 38. Save it for Chat with Al, but just give us a little, that's a nice little taste, a nice little appetizer. Because I'm probably going to have more than 25 Yankees. So, it doesn't matter, and then we can discuss. As a Chat with Al will most likely be coming up either Friday or Saturday. So, 1 out, no one on. Top of the order, Norm Miller. He is 1 for 2. McLean deals to Miller, and it is a 5-7 to Miller. 5-7 off the Denny McLean card. 5-7. 1 out, no one on. 1-0 Tigers. And guess what that is? Yep, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's McLean's 6th strikeout. 2 outs, bases empty, top of the 6th. As I stated, Tigers up 1-0. And Doug Rader steps to the plate. Rader is 0 for 2. He had 6 home runs in 68 with a .267 batting average in the year of the pitcher. He awaits the McLean offering. Here's the pitch. And McLean deals Rader a 5-11, again off the McLean card. 5-11. And Rader works a walk. Good job by Doug Rader. Tying run at first. And here comes Rusty Staub. Staub is 0 for 2 and he struck out once. Staub would love to find a gap. Rader 1 through 11 base runner. Rusty digs in that left-hander's batter's box. Ready to grip and rip. Here's the pitch to Staub. And McLean offers Staub a 3-4 off the Rusty Staub card. Not a column of choice though. 3-4. And possible single here for Rusty Staub. Oh, 13. Just missed. As he will send that ball out to Northrup. And Northrup makes the catch. Staub just got under it. Go to the bottom of the 6th. 1-0 Tigers. Due up for Detroit. Freehand, Northrup, and Wirt. ID Gestures joined the chat. How are you? Are you feeling a little better, my friend ID? ID. My other good friend, Dog Sidious, is in the chat. He's been a long time friend of the channel. That's a new channel name for him, but all things Star Wars. Freehand's 1 for 2 with a double. Cuellar sets and deals to Freehand, and that is a 5-11 to Bill Freehand off the Cuellar card. 5-11. That's a ground ball to Staub, and the little thing didn't pop up, so let's just click. I love when the animation box doesn't pop up. All right, let's roll the 20-sided dice, and that's going to be a hit for Freehand. And now let's click over here for the error check. And that is a 10. So no error. A single past the diving Rusty Staub. Miller quickly fields it. And Freehand's held to one base. Corners move in now. Why, I don't know. Jim Northrup, I don't think, will be bunting. He hit 21 home runs in 68, though he might bunt. But they got weak hitters behind him. We're not playing corners in. That's stupid. Let's steal. Hole held. I'm going to play Staub behind. And infield is back to normal. Here's the pitch to Northrup. No outs, runner at first. And Cuellar deals Northrup a 3-10. This is off the Northrup card, but not a column of choice. 3-10 to Jim Northrup. Ground ball to Staub, who's playing behind the runner. He has it, throws to second for the force out. 1 away. Northrup reaches on a fielder's choice, as Strat-O-Matic was covering the bag from short. And I'll bring up the very weak hitting Dick Wirt. Third baseman's 0 for 1 with a walk. Here's the pitch to Wirt, and he gets a 6-10 off the Cuellar card. Will it be a double play ball? 6-10. You know, it's a fly ball out to center field, and Jin Win doesn't have the best range. 1 through 6 is a hit, and it's a 14, so Win will get there. An F2, so it's a fly out 2 if he can make the catch. Error check, and the error check is a 12. As we roll the 3 dice, Jim Win will make the catch in center for out number 2. As Wirt gave it a decent ride, Win goes back, makes the catch. Northrup retreats back to first. 2 outs, and the even weaker hitting shortstop Ray Oyler steps to plate. He batted 135 in 68. Northrup will be off on contact. Cuellar deals quickly to Oyler, and Oyler has a 3-7 off the Oyler card. 3-7. And that will be strike 3 looking. Another K for Cuellar. We go to the top of the 7th. The Tigers won. The Astros nothing. Due up for the visiting 16th seeded Astros. Win, Menke, and Bateman. Win 26 homers in 68. He loved to take McLean yard. McLean gave up in 68 31 gopher balls, so it's not that there's a shot it could happen. Here's the pitch for McLean to Win. And it is a 6-7. It's going to be a lucky 7 for someone. 6-7. And that is a fly ball. Center field. Mickey Stanley moves to the right a bit. Makes the catch. 1 down. Dennis Minke steps to the plate. Second baseman's 0 for 1 with a walk. He's a B-bunter. On deck is Bateman. He's going to try to drop a bunt down here. They're going to go for the drag bunt. Here's the pitch. He squares. He's going to drag it. He bunts the ball. Freehand fires to first. K-Line scoops it out of the dirt. Out number 2. So 2 outs, and here's John Bateman. The catcher's 0 for 2. He awaits the McLean offering. Here's the pitch, homeward bound, and it is a 3-4. And it's a Bateman column. 3-4. Can he make it hurt? That's the question. 3-4. He will not. Hard ground ball to Wirt at third. He's up with it. Fires the K-line side. Retired. Time for the trivia question. As we go to the bottom of the 7th. Who was the first pitcher to strike out the side on 9 pitched balls? Who was the first pitcher to strike out the side on 9 pitched balls? All right, now it's my rendition to Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Take me out to the ball game, take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back, for it's root for your home team. If they lose, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. And that's specially for Clinton Parks, Bleacher Bums Gaming, in Strat-O-Matic, Delaware. Also, check out our good friend of the channel, Dog Sidious, for all things Star Wars, as well as Broke Black Man 94 for movie and TV reviews. The same with Phil the Issues Guy, ID Gesture, who's in the chat, thank you. Higher Ground Gaming, Tabletop Baseball Plus, so on and so forth. T-Dub and What's Blazing in Sports for your boxing needs. Check out my page for the featured and related channels. Subscribe to those who subscribe to us. That's our motto in the community. So check out who we subscribe to, who they subscribe to. They're all great channels. All right. So one last time. Who was the first pitcher to strike out the side on 9 pitched balls? I have no clue. Rube Waddell for the Philadelphia Athletics in 1902. His feat was not equaled for another 12 years. Let's see if anyone had it in the chat. Nolan Ryan. Oh, that's a good guess. That's a good guess. Clinton Parks says, you heard my Harry Carey, Al, doing Al Red Sox fans take me out to the ball game. I was the closest, Babe Ruth. Well, we were all wrong. Dog City said Randy Johnson. All good guesses, my friend. All solid, educated guesses. All right, so Mike Cuellar's on the mound. Bottom of the 7th, he's gone 6 innings, given up 6 hits, only 1 run. Walk, 2, struck out 8. He'll face his counterpart, Denny McLain. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch to McLain, and it is a 5-7 to Denny McLain. 5-7. Can McLain help his own cause, the cause of the Tigers? Yes, he can. Denny McLain will hit this ball well, and that's a 1. McLain will find a gap as he drives this ball, and it's between Herrera and Wynn. That's going to grab ball, and Denny McLain goes chugging around, and another leadoff triple. Denny McLain triples 1-0. He's a huge insurance run at third. Infield in for the Astros, and here comes the top of the order, Dick McCullough. He's 1 for 3. Cuellar will stay out there. Takes a deep breath. Bateman sets the target. Here's the pitch to McCullough, and that is a 6-6. And it's a McCullough column off the Cuellar card, 6-6. Can they knock in the second run here? They will. And that's a 20. That's a single. And it's going to be 2-0. Tigers. As Cuellar could be coming to an end here. And that's 2-0. RBI single. Bullpen has been getting ready. Bateman and the pitching coach go out to talk to Cuellar. He says he's okay. Corners in to protect against a Mickey Stanley bunt. Stanley's 1 for 3. Looking for the 1-6 column. The hit and run's on. Stanley swings, and that ball goes up the middle. McCullough goes around second and on to third. Hit and run executed to perfection. As Cuellar now will face Willie Horton. Horton against lefties is a 3L. Cuellar against righties is a 4R. I honestly don't think we have anyone better in our bullpen. Let's quickly check it out. Loser goes home. Winner advances. One and done playoff tournament. Sweet 16. Who's Combs. Combs is a 1R. And we have Horton, K-line, Freehand. But Cuellar is a 4R. Horton hits lefties at a 3L. We're going to stick with Cuellar. I still feel he's our best choice here. Runners on the corners, no outs. The windup and the pitch to Horton. 2-0 Tigers. Tigers looking to break it open here. And that is a 5-5 off the Cuellar card. 5-5 infield in. And a big strikeout. Swing and a miss by Horton. Cuellar gets that one out. Now a double play ball gets him out of the inning. Infield goes back to normal. Aspromonte and Menke hoping to turn 2. McCullough at third. Stanley at first. K-Line at the plate. 0 for 2 with a walk. He's looking for the 2-1 column. Cuellar rocks and fires to K-Line. And that is a 3-8. 3-8 to K-Line off his card. Not a column of choice, though. 3-8. Will it be a double play ball? It won't. It's a fly ball to Winn in center. He has a -1 arm. McCullough is a 1-15 base runner. Winn makes the catch. And they're sending McCullough. And we're throwing for home. 1-16. McCullough is safe. 17 and higher. He is out. We need a big roll here. Come on, Winn. And it is... Ah, nuts. 16. 3-0 Tigers. So McCullough scores. There's 2 outs. It's 3-0. Stanley's at first. He'll be off on contact. And here comes Bill Freehan. He's 2 for 3 off Cuellar with a double. Cuellar looking to get the final out here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch to Freehan. And Freehan is dealt a 2-6. And it's a column of choice for Freehan. Tigers looking to really break it open. 2-6 for Freehan. And Freehan strikes this ball well. And that's a 5. And that's going to find a gap and go to the wall. Let's see if they'll send Stanley racing around as Herrera chases it down in left field. And they're sending Stanley. Again, we need 17 or better to throw him out. Here's the relay throw from Aspromonte. And we're going to let the ball go through. He's throwing for the plate. Need a 17 or better. Come on, Bob Aspromonte. It's a 20! It's a 20. Stanley will be gunned out at the plate. Bateman applies the tag. It will stay 3-0. We go to the top of the 8th. Unless something freaky happens. No, it doesn't. So Bob Aspromonte on the throw from Herrera turns and fires to Bateman. And they get the runner at the plate to keep it a 3-run deficit. 3 runs to Denny McLain in 68 is like 10. Due up for the Astros, Aspromonte, Herrera, and a pinch hitter for Cuellar. As ID Jester in the chat says, I'm supposed to be in bed resting, so I better get out of here before the wife wakes up and finds me here. Shh, don't tell anyone I was here. We won't tell anybody, ID. You take care, my friend. Get better. Get better, ID. Better. That's what we want. Here's Aspromonte. He's 0 for 2. He's a B bunter. He's swinging away, though. Here's the pitch from McLain. Aspromonte gets a 5-3. 5-3 off the McLain card. 5-3. What will it be? We shall see. And this is a ball hit back to Denny McLain. He fields his position quite well. And that's a 19. And he comes up with that ball. And now all he has to do is make the throw to first. And anything but a 14 or an 18. And it's an out. And it's a 12. So that is an out. Aspromonte grounds out to McLain, who throws the K-line. 1 out. Tigers 5 outs away from advancing. And here comes Jose Herrera. Herrera batted .240 in 1968. No home runs. Righty-righty matchup. Freehan wiggles the fingers. McLain nods his head. He deals to Herrera. And that is a 4-6 to Herrera. And it's a Herrera column off the McLain card. 4-6. And Herrera comes through. And that's a single. That's a 10 on the 20-sided dice roll. So a 1-out single for Herrera to left. Cuellar will be pinch hit for. And see who had the most home runs here. Not a lot of choices. We're going to go with the Bull, Bob Watson, who batted .229, 2 home runs, 8 ribbies, and 140 at-bats. So Watson will pinch hit for Cuellar. As we'll see a new pitcher, Cuellar can only lose it. He cannot win it. Everyone's saying bye to ID Gesture. As ID Gesture is now featuring a little Warhammer on his channel. I got to check that out later. So Herrera 1 through 14 base runner. 1 out. K-Line playing behind him. Euler and McCullough looking to turn 2 up the middle. And here's Bob Watson, the pinch hitter. .229, as I stated, 2 home runs, 8 ribbies, and 140 at-bats. The Bull would love to find a gap. A very young Bob Watson. The windup and the pitch from Denny McLain. And Watson has a 5-12. A 5-12 to Bob Watson off the McLain card. 5-12. And this is a hard hit ball to K-Line at first. 1 through 6 is good for Watson. It's a 16. So K-Line will make the play. It's a G2. But there's an error chance here as he's going to be throwing to McLain covering the bag after his diving stop. And that's a, let's make sure I do this right, 12. And 3 is 15. And he will throw the ball away. He throws the ball away. McLain cannot reach it. K-Line makes the diving stop, throws the ball away as McLain tries to cover the bag. So 1 out. Herrera is at second. Watson reaches on the error. And the tying run comes to the plate. In the top of the order, the leadoff batter, Norm Miller, who is 1 for 3. He singled and went on to second as the ball trickled off K-Line's glove, and they gave him an error when Miller advanced to second instead of a double. So McLain takes a deep breath. The windup and the pitch to Miller. Miller looking for a 3-4 column. 3-0 Tigers. Here's some hope for the Astros. And it is a 5-9 off the Denny McLain card. 5-9. Will the Astros squander an opportunity here? 5-9 to Norm Miller. And that will be swing and a miss. Strike 3. And it's Denny McLain's 7th strikeout. So 2 outs, 2 on. Tying run at the plate. Doug Rader is 0 for 2. On deck is Rusty Staub. They want to get it to Staub. Rader batted .243 with 6 home runs in 68. Moment of truth here. Herrera at second. Watson at first. Runners will be off on contact. The windup and the pitch to Doug Rader. And that is a 1-11. So this is off the Raider card and a column of choice. 1-11. Can Doug Rader come through in the clutch for the Astros? Oh my lord, he can come through in a big way. 1 through 16, it's a 3-run homer. It's a 12! Doug Rader has just tied up the ball game. As Denny McLain is haunted by the gopher ball, unless something weird happens with a ballpark check. So let's find that out. Nope. Rader crushes that ball. Left center field. Horton races back. It is gone. A 3-run homer by Doug Rader with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. And we have a tie ball game. The gopher ball haunts Denny McLain once again. Take care, Clinton. Take care, my friend. As Herb or someone's leaving. Is it Herb? Anyway, a 3-run homer by Doug Rader. We're tied up, and here comes Rusty Staub. Could the Tigers, the 1 seed in the 68 one-and-done playoff tournament, be out? Houston's just tied it up. And here's Staub, 0 for 3. Here's the pitch to Rusty from K-Line. And that is a 6-7 off the McLain card. I keep calling him K-Line. McLain, 6-7 7 to Staub. 2 outs, bases empty, 3-3. And Staub is jammed. McLean came high and tight. He'll pop out to K-Line at first. So the error was a killer by K-Line. It cost them. It's a 3-3 ball game. We go to the bottom of the 8th thanks to the Doug Rader home run. New pitcher coming in. New pitcher. We're just going to have to go with our best pitcher, I take it. Goosty was mostly a starter, but he did get a save. I wonder if we can... We'll worry about the next game when the next game comes. We got to get there. It's a one-and-done tournament. Single elimination. Who do they have coming up? Let's switch. Let's go to the home team. Northrop, lefty, righty, righty. Bottom of the order is very weak hitting. They might pinch hit for McLean. Go back to the visitors. Duke, 4-2-7. Nope, he had 4 saves. Durker was a starter, no saves. Combs, 4-3, 2 saves, 3.28. Lefty, 1R. Blasingham's really, you bring him in against lefties. Ray, 2-6-7, 81 innings pitched. Tough against lefties. He's a right-handed pitcher. Now we're going to go with Ray. His ERA is 2.67. I don't think he was a starter. He was 2-3. He did have a save. He did start 2 games, though. But we're going to go with Ray. Ray will come in to replace Cuellar. Why won't that work? Or do we have to go here? Okay. That's what we do. So the new pitcher is Jim Ray. And in 1968, 2 wins, 3 losses, 2.67 earned run average. He had 2 starts, 1 save. He gave up 5 gopher balls. He struck out 71 in 81 innings pitched. And Ray has come in bottom of the 8th, 3-3 ball game thanks to the heroics of Doug Rader, the third baseman. The Astros looking to upset the Tigers, the number 1 seed. The Astros played their way in with a victory, and they are the 16th seed. And Ray will face Northrop, Wirt, and Euler. Clinton Park says, Honey Bunny thought I was nuts in buy 50 of them using a yellow-green combo. For now, give my red and blue a break. Are you talking about dice? All right, here we go. Here we go. Bottom of the 8th. Northrop 1 for 3. The windup and the pitch from Ray to Northrop. And it is a 6-10 off the Ray card. 6-10 to Northrop. Ground ball to short. Aspermonte. Can he make the play? It's a 5. He will not make the play. It'll be at least a single. So that's where his not so good range hurts him. Error check. And that's a 9. So it's a single past the dive of Aspermonte. Go-ahead runs at first as the Astros were guarding the lines. Northrop, 1 through 15 base runner, 65% chance of stealing second. Corners are playing in for Don Wirt. Weak hitting shortstop is 0 for 2 with a walk. He's an A bunter. He's not bunting. Come on, bang into a double play. Here's the pitch from Ray to Wirt. And that is a 4-11. It's a Wirt column off the Ray card. 4-11. But not a good result for Don Wirt. Strike 3 looking, 1 out. And now even a weaker hitter, Ray Euler, the shortstop, comes up. He's 0 for 3. Aspermonte and Menke hoping to turn 2 infield back at normal depth. So is the outfield. Ray rocks and fires to Euler. And that is a 1-9. 1-9 off the Euler card. 1-9. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So after the leadoff single, Ray has struck out Wirt and Euler. And Denny McLean will come up And they're going to let him hit. McLean's 1 for 2 with a triple. Can he come through once again? Here's the pitch to McLean from Ray. And McLean gets a 4-6. And it's a McLean column. 4-6. Can Denny McLean do it again? Oh my lord, he has hit it again. 1 through 6, it's a triple. Anything higher is a single. Can Denny McLean give them the lead? It's a 7. So it's a single for Denny McLean. As Herrera is able to cut the ball off before it gets by him, station to station. Go the Tigers. Northrop stops at second. 2 outs. Go ahead run at second. Big insurance run at first, and Denny McLean. And here's Dick McCullough is 2 for 4 with a triple. So, a single, then 2 strikeouts and another single. Now it's the top of the order. Ray picks up the sign from Bateman. Bateman sets the target. Here's the pitch to McCullough, looking to give the Tigers the lead. And it's a 1-7. This is off the McCullough card, but not a column of choice. 1-7. It's going to be a lucky 7, but for who? The Tigers or the Astros? And I'll tell you something. That's a single to right. And they're going to wave Northrop around. 1 through 17, he is safe. Miller with a -1 arm will be throwing for the plate. They're going to let the ball go through. He needs a 17 or better. It's a 13. Sliding in safely is Northrop. And the Tigers retake the lead 4-3 on the clutch hit by Dick McCullough. McLean advances to third and McCullough to second with the throw to the plate. But Miller, you had no chance. The only chance was to throw to the plate. And so the Tigers fans are ecstatic once again, as there was a queasy, silent feeling here at Tiger Stadium when Rader hit the 3-run blast to tie it. And here's Mickey Stanley. Stanley's 2 for 4. This could be Ray's last batter. 2 outs, 2 on. Here's the pitch to Stanley. Looking for the 4-1 column. He gets the 4 column and a 6, so it's a 4-6. Can Mickey Stanley come through in the clutch? 4-6. And break it wide open again. And he will. As that's a 19, but that's a single. 2 runs might score on this. And the Tigers could have a 3-run lead once again. Single to left. Herrera puts a charge on the ball. He has a 0 arm. But 2 runners score as the runners were off on contact. The Tigers get those 3 runs right back. And it's 6-3 as Jim Ray has pooped the bed on the mound. Here comes Willie Horton. This will be the last batter for Ray. Here's the pitch to Horton, 1 for 4. And it is a 5-8 to Willie Horton. Off the Ray card. 5-8. Ground ball to second to Menke. Will he get to it? 10. It's a range play because it's going to be a G3 number sign, so we're not sure if he gets to it. Let's check the error. Check. And that's an 11. There will be no error on the play. Can Menke make the diving stop and throw the runner out at first now? That ball goes to the middle. And it's through! Menke's diving attempt. Can't glove it. And Stanley goes first to third. And here comes Al Kaline, and that's it for Ray. Even though he struck out 2, he has given up, my God, a lot of hits. 5 hits and 2 runs. 3 runs, excuse me. They called to the bullpen, hoping to keep it a 3-run deficit and get to the top of the 9th. And we're going to go with Kaline is a righty. And here comes Combs. Combs will come into the game. Danny Combs. 4 wins, 3 losses, 2 saves. Struck out 29, walked 17. He's a lefty. Probably not a good choice, but he's tough on righties. Kaline's tough on lefties. Who will win the skirmish? Here's the pitch to Kaline. 6-3, 2 outs, runners on the corners for the Tigers. And that is a 5-7 to K-Line. It'll be off the Combs card, not a column of choice for K-Line. 5-7. And K-Line singles. And it's now 7-3. The hit parade continues as we've seen more scoring in these last 2 innings for both teams. 9 runs combined. So at 7-3, the Tigers have broke it open. Freehand's 3 for 4 with 2 doubles. Here's the pitch from Combs to Freehand. They're still trying to get this final out here in the bottom of the 8th. They've already given up 4 runs, and that is a 4-10 to Bill Freehand. Will it be the 3rd and final out, or will the hit parade continue? And that's a hard ground ball to Strat-O-Matic. He bobbles it, has it, throws to first, side retired. But Denny McLain and the Tigers strike for 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th, and they retake the lead after Doug Rader tied it with a 3-run homer in the top. It's now 7-4. The Tigers and Denny McLain 3 outs away from advancing. And oh my lord, we have found a unicorn in the chat. We have found a unicorn. Let's figure out if who the unicorn is. Is it Ken Castro? No, that's witness protection. Is it Herb Pilgrim? No, he's a Yankee fan. Is it Jerry Ball? Well, Jerry Ball hasn't been around for a while, but he's not the unicorn. Let's see. Clinton Parks left. We see Clinton. Who's the unicorn? Who is the unicorn? Let's see. Let's see. Who could the unicorn be? And there it is. Is it Dog Sidious? Maybe. Maybe. We haven't seen him in a while. We're very happy to get back in touch with Dog Sidious, good friend of the channel. Nope. Who's the unicorn? Let's see. It's RNGIDP in the house. Craig, how are you, my friend? Hope all is well. Craig is in the house. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Bum. Excellent. What a group of gents. We have Jerry Bowl. We have Herb Pilgrim. We have Craig from RNGIDP. Kenny Castro. Dog Sidious. We had Clinton Park, ID Gesture. And I'm forgetting someone else because my chat is frozen up on me and I can't scroll up. Herb Pilgrim. Right there. Excellent. Great to see all you fine people. How you been doing, Craig? Of course, I can't see because my chat is frozen. And Craig says, as the chat starts to move again, excellent. Happy to be back, Al. Well, we're happy to have you. Jerry Ball, how the heck are you, Jerry? Thought you didn't love us anymore, Jerry. What's going on, Jerry? You cheating on us? You cheating on us, Jerry? Just kidding. Herb Pilgrim came up with a really good thing before we get to the last inning here. Herb Pilgrim, on a couple of chats ago, is going to come up with his 25 favorite Red Sox. If you don't know, Herb's a Yankee fan. So we've decided, myself, Ken Castro, I don't know if Clinton Parks took up the challenge. We're going to come up with our favorite Yankees. And it can be more than 25. It can be more than 25. It doesn't matter. We're going to do it with a Chat with Al, as we chat about everything with Chat with Al, coming up either Friday or Saturday. Jerry Ball says, what a group. Absolutely. None better. There's some chats that are good, but they're none better than my chats. So, and remember, please, if you can, it's up to you guys, go to Dog Sidious's channel and check him out. Lots of Star Wars stuff. Good friend of the channel. He had a different channel with a different name. And I'm not going to say it because I don't know if he wants me to say it, so I'm not going to say it. But he's been a friend of my channel for a very long time. Clinton Parks is still here. He's still here. He's still here. That's awesome. All right, here we go. Astros had tied it up in the top of the 8th, but then gave 4 back, and they're down by 4. 3 outs to go. McLain will face Wynn, Menke, and Bateman. Jim Wynn 0 for 3, looking for the 3-4 column. Here's a pitch from McLain, and Wynn is dealt a 2-5 off the Wynn card. Not a column of choice, though. 2-5. And Wynn singles! Astros need base runners. And now bring up Dennis Menke. Menke is 0 for 2 with a walk. They just need him to get on base. Euler and McCullough looking to turn 2 up the middle. Denny McLain is now gone. 8 innings, 4 hits, 2 walks. He's given up 3 runs. Not all of them are earned. None of them might be earned, to be honest with you. There was an error by K-Line, but I don't know if... I don't think any of them are earned. We'll have to check that out after. He struck out 7. Gave up the 3-run tying homer at the time to Doug Rader. Here's the pitch to Menke looking for the 2-4 column. Wins at first. And it is a 3-4. Column 3 and a 4. So it's off the Menke card. Not a column of choice, though. 3-4. That's a fly ball out to Northrup and right. He's under it. He makes the catch. 1 away. The Tigers are 2 outs away from advancing to the Elite 8. The number 1 seeded Tigers facing the 16th seeded Houston Astros, who had to play their way into this tournament. They were one of 4 teams to win play-in games. Bateman's 0 for 3. McLain rocks and delivers to Bateman. And that is a 3-4 column of choice for Bateman. 3-4. Can Bateman give more on the 3-4? Win at first. 1 out. And hard hit ball to work. He'll throw to McCullough. McCullough will throw to K-Line. Double play. Ball game over. Denny McLain goes the distance. He's roughed up for a 3-run homer in the 8th. But in the bottom of the 8th, the Tigers come back, score 4. McLain gets the double play to end it in the top of the 9th. The 16th seed survives a scare. The 1 seed survives a scare against the 16th seeded Astros, 7-3. And our first game in our one and done 1968 playoff tournament. So let's go to the box score. And there are so many wonderful people in the chat. This is awesome. This is awesome. As I went to the wrong place. Let's make the box score bigger. And edit. OBS. Fit the screen. There we go. So our first one and done Sweet 16 game goes to the 1-seeded Tigers as they defeat the Astros 7-3 in a thriller. It got very exciting at the end. Going in to the top of the 8th, the Tigers were winning 3-0. Then with 2 outs, Doug Rader hits a 3-run blast to tie it. But Cuellar was out of the game because of the pinch hitter, and the bullpen couldn't hold it. They gave up 4 runs. Tigers win 7-3. Cuellar, no decision. 7 innings, 10 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs. Walked 2, struck out 9. Ray took the loss, 2/3 of an inning. 5 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, struck out 2. And Combs got the final out in the bottom of the 8th. The winning pitcher, Denny McLain, 9 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. None of them were earned because of the K-line error. At first, he walked 2, struck out 7, and then once again was haunted by the gopher ball. Doug Rader bashed a 3-run homer to tie it. But Denny McLain is the player of the game, and I'm going to tell you why. Not only did he get the win, gave up no earned runs, he struck out 7. McLain, 2 for 3 with 2 triple, a single, and he scored 2 runs. Player of the game, Denny McLain. For the Astros, Miller 1 for 4. Rader 1 for 3, the 3-run homer. Staub 0 for 4. Wynn 1 for 4. Menke, Bateman, Aspermonte, Torres, Gauthier were all 0-fers. Herrera, the pinch hitter who went into play left, was 1 for 1. He scored a run on the Doug Rader homer. Cuellar was 0 for 2. Watson reached on an error. He scored. And then Ray and Combs pitched did not hit. So in defeat, the Astros, who are now out, the one and done, 31 at-bats, 3 runs, none of them earned due to the K-line error. 4 hits, 3 RBIs, all coming off the bat of Doug Rader in the 3-run homer in the top of the 8th that tied it. Didn't last long, though. Tigers came back with 4 in the bottom of the 8th to win the ball game, as Astros couldn't muster up another charge and a comeback in the top of the 9th. For the Tigers, Dick McCullough, 3 for 5, 2 runs, 2 RBIs. Stanley, 3 for 5, 1 run, 2 ribbies. Horton, 2 for 5. Kaline, 1 for 3 with 2 ribbies, but he made 2 errors at first. Freehand, 3 for 5 with a run scored. Northrup, 2 for 4, a run scored and a ribby. Wirt and Euler combined 0 for 7, not shocking. And Denny McLain, the pitcher, 2 for 3, a triple, a single, and 2 runs scored, so he's player of the game. The winning pitcher, and 2 runs scored. Let's go to the chat before we leave. And once again, Jerry Ball, thank you very much. He says, nice game, Al. Craig, in our unicorn sighting, he says, I like the mouse cam, Al. Oh, I got a cam for everything now. You get to see my ugly mug now. It's just not in this game. It's the for the dice. Great to have you back, my friend Craig. Again, I'm very happy. And then, well, this is a great day. Not only does Craig come back to the community, and he's never been gone. He's probably busy doing something. Again, we wish all is well. He's back, and we hope everything goes good. I got to find my good friend, Dog Sidious, who went under a different name and a different channel. I went into my other friend's chat, Phil the Issues guy. Check that wonderful channel out. And I'm chatting away, and he said something in the chat, and I go, my God, that's something my friend would say. So I go to his channel. I listen to one of his Star Wars reviews. I'm like, that's him. It's him. I'm like a happy camper. It's like it's reunited. It's awesome, my friend. Dog City says, thanks for the stream out. It was great to see you folks again. Always great to have you. And Dog says, LOL. Herb, enjoyed the game out. Herb, we always love to have you. Herb says, I wanted to move out there a ways back. Oh, so Florida. He's talking about Florida. All right, so let me make sure I thank everyone. Jerry Ball, Dog Sidious, Herb Pilgrim, Craig from RNGIDP. Check out his channel. Lots of good stuff up on there. Card and Dice. Strat-O-Matic. Clinton Parks. Check out that channel. Dog Sidious was a featured channel in the chat. Star Wars reviews. Jerry Ball. I think Ken Castro. Writer extraordinaire. ID Jester. Check out that wonderful channel. And check out our pages to see who we subscribe to and have fun with. We only subscribe to good people and feature good people who are related. Join the community. It doesn't just mean my channel. It means the plethora of channels who are in the community. So thank you very much, gentlemen. What time is it? 12:04. I want to play another game, but I got to go to work tomorrow. I had a lot of this. You know what? I was a little bummed out. I'm not going to tell you why. Well, I will. Coming up on my mom's 2nd-month anniversary of passing away. A little bummed out. And I tell you what, I got to see Craig again, Dog Sidious, plus the other friends. Jerry Ball comes back to us like he knew. So it was just fun. Thank you very much, my friends. And we'll see you again soon. So take care. Bye-bye. God bless. Remember, don't swing at the curveball in the dirt. Watch out for the big left hook. And most of all, health, happiness, God bless, and peace!